Hey guys, I'm just in a little bit of cleaning here in my closet. It's time. I have cut down so much, and some of the things that I have, they're not gonna fit anymore, and that's okay. Even though I'm cutting, my dimensions have changed, and I'm just here cleaning my closet, whatever is left of it. You know, when I started to bulk, a lot of my clothes just did not fit me anymore, so I got rid of a lot of things, a lot of work clothes and casual clothes. And it's time again to clean up and clean out and do some upgrades. I'm very excited about shopping and getting new stuff anyway, so this is not a problem. And I'm definitely going to be donating some clothes as well. And what else do I need to tell you guys? It's been a while since I uploaded a leg day footage. Hope you enjoyed today's footage. And I'm excited because I get to pack my new gym bag. My hubby bought me a new gym bag for my Valentine's, and what else? A sweatsuit. Yeah, I know traditionally the ladies like the strawberries and the chocolates and the flowers and so on, and all of that is cute, but I really like practical gifts, you know, things that I can actually use, and so that was very thoughtful of him. The sweatsuit, I'm going to be using more of that, especially during my last couple of weeks of cutting, and that's going to be very helpful as well. So it's, ladies, you know how we like when guys think about what we really like. That got me excited, and I'm very appreciative, and because that's what I really need. I'll turn around the camera and show you my new gym bag in a second, but I definitely have to get my closet cleaned out and get rid of all my small clothing and just kind of upgrade and organize and pack, and I enjoy doing that as well. But here's my old bag, and in this bag I carried all of this. I carried my squat sponge, my knee wraps, my knee sleeves, my belt, all of this stuff in this bag, in addition to my like my hair products, like my gel and my brush, my gloves, my sanitary stuff, first aid kit, extra socks, my camera, deodorant, just personal effects stuff, and everything else in here. My ankle cuff for my cable kickbacks, and my bar grips, headphones, etc. So in this big bag, this is everything was carried, okay? And obviously I just showed you guys what happened over the years. This bag has been used, my gloves have been used, my bag has been used. So my husband got me this one, and what I'm doing right now is transferring things from my essentials, my gym essentials, in this bag. But because I work out in the morning as well and get ready at the gym, you know, before I head to work, I am now using my pool bag, my summer bag. Yes guys, I have a bag for the pool as well, and this is where I have all of my personal effects stuff. So in the morning I go with this bag and probably just my grips or my glove, because I do my easier of the two, I guess, workout in the morning in addition to my cardio, and then after work later on at night I do my heavier workouts, my bigger muscle groups. Okay, I am officially 5 weeks out, guys. It has gotten serious, you know. Hanging in there, cutting, as you know, if you have done this before, it's truly a mental game. It's more mental than it is anything else, and I have been doing well so far. I have had days when I've struggled a little bit on my low carb days, because you know I'm carb cycling. On my low carb days I'm like a totally different person, but all the little myths you've heard, they're all true. Regardless, here I am 5 weeks out, and I was thinking about what I wanted to do with the channel for the remaining time leading up to my show, and so I've decided to vlog week by week. So you know, I'm going to show you, you know, like a kind of like a checklist, like a progress list leading up to your show, what you should be doing every week. So for this week, being 5 weeks out, I definitely have a photo shoot. I'll probably hit the sauna a couple of days before, just to drop some water weight, so I look a little bit better for the photo shoot. Of course, I'm not going to be stage ready, but it's just for the sake of the photo shoot. And why am I doing a photo shoot? Well, it's just a good time to start taking some pictures, because when you get closer to your show date, you're not gonna have the time probably, unless you invite a photographer or something like that. I also have to send in my final measurements for my suit. I picked out a suit. I'm not going super expensive on the suit. I have a couple of shows to do, and if you have done shows before, you know they're very, very expensive, so I'm playing it very wise. And what other major things do I have to do this week? Posing. I have my final posing session with one of the coaches that I've been working with. So final posing session this week with her. I'm not sure if this is gonna be my final posing session, period, because you know, just so many things going on. But definitely this Saturday I'm gonna have one more posing session, and this person is very qualified. She is a competitor, an IFBB pro, NBC judge, so I feel like I'm in good hands as well. I also had posing with Candice Lewis, and Candice is an Olympian. Well, she has competed at that level, the Arnold. I mean, very accomplished people. So just to not be too long, I'm in the kitchen here preparing something. I'm cooking very simple meals. Some pasta today, just to show you what I'm currently eating. This is my spinach pasta, some spaghetti, and I like, you know, people are so grossed out when they see anything green, but if I can get a little bit more bang for my buck, that is exactly where I'm gonna go. So a little bit more fiber in this, a little more like nutrients, your minerals, you know, because of the spinach. So if you're looking for an option, I'll definitely suggest this. And with that, I'm gonna cook some turkey meatballs. Yeah, I like buying these. They're gluten-free, and you know, they're minimally processed, no artificial ingredients. These things are huge. They have no preservatives as well, and they're so good. My husband loves them, so hopefully he appreciates the simple meal but tasty at the same time. 3 of these meatballs give you a total of 15 grams of protein. So very good option here as well. And then with that, I'm going to cook with this as a, you know, the sauce. This no salt added. You can get this at Walmart, okay, or Kroger. You can also get, if you have a Kroger, these I got at Whole Foods, and I also got this one at Whole Foods as well. And I'm not going to walk you through how I prepare that. All I'm doing is boiling some pasta in the pot, and I'm just going to heat up the meatballs, put the meatball in there, and make my plate presentable. I do want to show you, however, how I'm keeping organized. You know, I'm a teacher, and it has gotten really hard cutting with the demands of teaching right now. My students are getting ready for testing in May. My AP chemistry students, we're all a little bit crazy at this point in time, but I actually put together a calendar to just kind of help me function, and I feel like if I'm a better teacher and a more organized teacher, they're going to get the most from me, and they're going to perform a little bit better. So let me just show you what I'm doing, and hopefully that helps you out as well if you are thinking about competing, or you have a very demanding job and life, and you're trying to do this whole fitness thing. Literally planning out and writing things out and having a calendar will help you to keep on task.
Alright, so here we are, my calendar. I have to put it up so I can see everything and keep track of everything. This is the week of the 21st, so looking at this week here, I have a photo shoot. I also have posing practice, so I might have to move this photo shoot and take care of my registration and my final measurements for my suit. Also, I made a checklist. I need to take care of my hair appointment, my jewelry and makeup, all of that stuff. I need a flip-flops, pair of flip-flops, and a rope for backstage. You know, I just want to show you that you do have to make a plan, you know. And then for March, I am going to do a second photo shoot, and this is the week of competition right here. So show day, leading up to show day, I have to take care of my water intake, how to cut water. I'm going to do a video on that because it's a process that will take a week. Carb loading and deloading this week, And just other little things that I need to address, like my tan, hotel, food, you know, just all sorts of stuff. So that helps me to function during the last few weeks of night cuts. Alright everyone, I started my leg day session with some bodyweight squats. Oh my gosh, I'm dealing with a very poor knee. It's really not that terrible, but you know, when you have knee issues, you really just have to take it easy. That does not mean the work stops. I'm still working with it, working around it, and trying to keep up my gains and keep up my progress, especially being 5 weeks out. I opted for some front squats. I haven't done front squats in a while. In case you're wondering, I did not hurt my knee with due to the weights at all. I went running and I don't know what happened, but that is where that slight injury came from. But regardless, I do not want my right knee to get worse than it is. Front squats were fine. I could not have gone beyond what I was actually squatting here because of my knee. And so I just try to focus on form, make sure I focus on my quads, and I did not exceed 8 reps at all. You know, you can definitely work out with injuries, but you have to be smart about it. You know, at a point where you're hurt, you really do not want to ego lift or lift beyond what's comfortable. And a lot of you have been wondering, when do I stretch? I stretch before my workouts, and I stretch continuously throughout my sets. You know, when my body is warmed up and the blood is flowing through my muscles and so on, that is when I actually stretch. So because you do not see me doing that, that does not mean I do not do my stretches at all. Before I weight lift, I make sure I warm up, whether it's with some abductions or body weight exercises, whatever. I always make sure I do something with regards to warming up before I actually start with my weight training. And I highly advise that you do as well, and to continuously stretch throughout your workouts. Then I did 6 sets of these vertical squats or leg press. I wanted to show you a variation here. This is a set of 12. So, of 12 reps. So I started off with 4 reps in a plie, kind of a plie position. So toes pointed out as much as possible. Then for 4 reps, I had my feet placed very close together. That is because I wanted all the tension on my quads. Remember, my first leg day of the week is a quads focused day. And then after doing 4 sets of that, I opened up my feet just a little bit, not as wide as the first 4 reps, but just a little bit more. And that gave me a total of 12 reps, and that would be 1 set. So, you know, a lot of you bodybuilders out there, you do 21s, for example. You apply that with your biceps and your chest. You can apply the same concept. You can modify the same concepts with other body parts as well. And I'm working with an injury, so I have to modify everything. Alright everyone, so I made it back from the gym in one piece. Hopefully you enjoyed the commentary. I am having some issues with my knee, as I expressed, but I'm working around it. Given that I'm 5 weeks out, I just can't sit and not do anything. Here is my post-workout meal. I have just a little over a serving of turkey balls. I already talked to you guys about that. So a little over 15 grams of protein. So let's say about 20 grams of protein, because 3 bowls add up to 15 grams. So roughly 5 grams per turkey ball. And total carbs with 3 bowls, about 5 grams and 7 grams of fat. So not bad, but you know, this is my high carb day and my high everything day. But when I'm not on a high carb day, I usually keep my fats high as well. And that's okay. It is the leg day and one of my hardest days. I also have a half a serving of pasta. You can measure your pasta either cooked or dry. In this case, I measured cooked. So for half a serving, I have about 3.5 grams of protein in my plate, about 20 grams of carbs. Okay, this is a very good source of carbs, the spinach pasta.
It's a low glycemic index carb, so it's going to release energy over time. You're not going to get that rush, that outburst of sugar in your blood. Okay, this is going to release energy over time, and that is what you want. Preferably as a pre-workout, okay, as a meal before you actually go work out, but not bad as a post-workout either, because this is really my last serving of carbs for the day. Tonight I'm just going to have some protein, and the total fat here is about 0.2 grams, not even a gram, okay, but 0.2 grams of fat. And of course you have to take into account the pasta sauce. I'm not going to worry about that right now, given that I'm 5 weeks out. And then a half serving of broccoli, that is just added fiber. You want to add as much veggies as possible every meal. That's what you want to do. And broccoli also has protein. People probably didn't know that, but broccoli is actually a good way to get some protein in as well. And with my meal, I'm going to continue drinking my water, my gallon. That is what I have all the time. It's amazing how much I've cut down on everything else, and water is just the way to go. During my last week my peak week, I'm going to share with you how I cut water for my competition. That's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Look out for other clips throughout the week, and also my big giveaway. Thank you so much for 3,000 plus subscribers. Let's keep the channel growing, and I will see you guys. I'm going to enjoy this meal. Bye.